It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And let's just get it. And boom. What's up? Welcome back, goddamn it, to another Just Enough to Tell Me a Joke, the guideline of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host of Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, man, I got the spiritual one. The sensation on my side, mister. I'm ready to go ahead and put you in a trance. Put your hands together for see love. Bang. Oh, we got the claps. We got the claps. There it is. Oh, it's been fun. This has been nice, man. How you been, dude?
I've been peaceful, bro. I've been good.
Hell yeah, of
Maintaining.
course. Yeah, I feel you, son. It has been quite a journey since I first met you into now. Like, cause I believe around the first time when I met you, there was smoking word poetry, puff poetry, puff poetry, and yeah, that was like my first time. I was
Puff
like,
the mic.
yeah. Yes, and so I was like, this is a very interesting dude here. You know, we synced up together because I understood sun's out, guns out. So you are a person usually where you go. It's like, man, these arms is nice, and also I put the work in. I gotta show them off. You gotta have them out. So I was like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have his arms out. So I'm gonna definitely have my arms out today. Definitely motorboat season. Come on now, we all love it. And yeah. He cuts out.
Yes,
So
yes,
you know, I definitely you were a very interested dude. When I was like, wow. And I've always wondered, like, what are you into, and like, how did you get into it?
So I'm really just big on like self-awareness.
Yeah.
And I got into it from like healing. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, born and raised.
Okay.
So I was around a lot of like gang violence. I got in gangs young.
Yeah.
I went to prison young.
Okay.
So by the time I was 25, I had already did like 7 years in prison.
Oh shit.
So that's when I transformed my life. And like once I got out of the environment that I was raised in, I moved to Houston. I saw that I had like a lot of trauma that I was bringing with me.
Yeah.
You know, like PTSD.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So I was like, I remember I wouldn't like going through drive-thrus and like always feeling like backing into a spot. You know what I'm saying? Like
You pump
things.
your gas with the Costal on.
Exactly. Certain shit where it's like, just that mindset. Yeah. And I found myself in Houston doing that type of shit. And I'm like, nigga, at the time I was married with kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you like a family man. You a community guy. You speak at schools. Like, why are you still, you know what I'm saying?
That mindset.
Yeah. So when I kind of became conscious of it, that's when I started going like that. That's where everything about the healing came from, my healing journey. Like, let me heal from my trauma from the past, from the things that I've been through. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
And so how long has poetry been around for you?
Like probably like right before COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so around the time I was meeting you, that was recent in your poetry stand.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was fairly new in it. I was kind of young in the poetry community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You carry yourself as if you've always this is what I've been doing.
No, I made that pivot. Like I was speaking in schools. I had wrote a book and everything before I did poetry.
Yeah.
So I was like went on a couple of speaking tours across the country.
Yeah.
I was speaking at high schools, colleges, universities.
What is this book?
Transformation, Breaking Generational Curses and Mental Barriers.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
All that happened before poetry. So by the time poetry was like, I started like speaking at schools and speaking at churches, speaking at any type of community center, things like that. I kind of had to like stay within the guidelines of whatever I was. I was kind of like limited on what I could speak about. So I was able to tailor my message no matter where I went, but I wanted to be able to have an outlet where I could just like tell my story in the way that I wanted to tell it.
Yeah.
And that's what led to the poetry and like the music.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't, because I'm pretty sure the trauma and everything, it's been a long journey that you've had to where you've came, because you've seen your aura and your energy to me reads calm.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, but your pieces your pieces when you get into it. It's like, whoa, hold on, I see something there. You know, it's a switch, and you definitely see it. But for you to go to where like to where you are now, like the transit, how difficult was that? The transition to you being who you are now.
It was very difficult, but I was taking it like one day at a time, so I really didn't, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't
like,
notice. You were in the moment.
Yeah,
just like,
I just stayed like in the moment, you know, like evolving through it. So, like it'd be instances that'll show me like how far I've came or something like that. It'd be like, damn. But ultimately, like when I look back on it, I say it was difficult because it was I lost a lot of relationships. You know, like it leads to a lot of solitude, a lot of isolation. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my peers, a lot of my friends, you know, either they doing the same shit that we were doing growing up, or they got killed.
Now, I wanted to ask, now, how do you feel? Because I know it's been a good long time since I've been out of high school. Usually, now was the times when things was really heavy about motherfuckers. It's like, oh, this is probably gonna change who you are, and this is probably who you gonna be. And I still see some of the motherfuckers that's still out there selling the same nickel and dime sacks, and I'm like, nigga, have you not gotten business savvy? Like, what happened? Why are you still here?
Exactly.
Yeah,
in the same spot,
it baffles me.
Yeah. It's like you know how something be normal. You know how like I didn't realize that what was normal wasn't normal to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, so this ain't how everybody do it?
Yeah.
But it take like exposure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And getting that exposure and being moving around. So even though I was
exposure.
Like,
That's
I was you know, like I was in the streets, I gangbang, but I had my father. We was just poor, so we stayed in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that ain't make, you know, like the perception of it be like everybody violent, everybody, and it's like, nah, we was just a working class family. We just ain't had much, so we stayed in where we could afford to live, and that so happened to be like one of the worst parts of the city. And you know, you partake in different things. Your neighborhood influenced you on different things. But like my father would always like, I remember. He would take us to like the Chinese New Year. We would go to like Nigerian restaurants. We would go to, you know, different cultures and experience.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And like kind of like read the menu. You know, I remember we was getting on the train, and when I look back on it in retrospect, I'd be like, damn, that was dope of him.
Yeah,
like he didn't even have a car at the time, but it's like we could get on the train.
Yeah,
and we could go downtown
to actually experience
you know what I'm saying?
Some other type of culture since we can't leave here.
Yeah. And that shaped me. I didn't realize how much it shaped me until my adult life. But like that really helped me like be able to see more. Like I always aspired to. It
don't have to be just this was beyond. It's beyond these Chicago walls. Yeah. I realized that in New Orleans when I finally left, and I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but I see that people are stagnant when they get here. Yeah. You know, I've seen people who are coming. I explain this all the time. People come down to New Orleans, they're like, yo. It's just the magic of the city. I came here, I broke my car down. My car broke down. You know, I just never left. I've been here for about 40 years now. It's like, what? 40 years from a breaking down of the car? It's like, yeah, I mean, I love the city. I'm like, hey, man, it's something else. That's something else. You got to get out. You got to get out and expand. Like the homies that's still down there, I'm like, you don't want to go nowhere else? You don't want to see nothing else?
Haven't even been on the other side of town at times. Like, not even like the city. Like, I ain't even been on the other side of town, let alone left the city. Like,
some people don't cross that water. And it's like,
that bridge or that wherever it's at. Like, we don't
it's
go
like, y'all comfortable with this?
Yeah, literally.
It's crazy. There's so much more world to see. And I'm like, with my expertise and my talents now, I'm seeing that can get me those places. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to just stay here. Like, this would be a good jump off point, but Texas wasn't always my mainstay. You know, I'm a New Orleans boy. Like, so I need to see other shit. Like, I went out on an adventure to see other shit. This is just a home base now, right? Because like it's comfortable. I got you here. My son's here, and so like,
that's the same.
I can maneuver from here, but I don't want to leave what's comfortable. You know, and it's boy, this world is something else. Goodness gracious.
No matter where you go.
Do you get nervous about the past ever catching back up on you?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
I used to have a lot of anxiety around it. I wouldn't go home. I still get anxiety going home at times.
Yeah.
Only because it's like, that's where like all the deaths, that's where everything happened at.
Yeah.
So it's like going back to the war zone. You know what I'm saying? Like So it's hard, but it has gotten easy over the years. But as far as like my past catching up, like I did a lot of good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've done a lot of good. You know,
So
so I
it's
feel like
reciprocating in your life now.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah. Like I ain't in that cycle of
Right. Of negative.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, I put so
I
much
see
good.
that.
I did so much good. Whereas that's what's I give.
Hence,
That's what I give.
hence
That's what I
the name
receive.
RC Love. I
Yeah.
wanna. Where I'd be curious about that because it gives an LL Cool J type of persona, and I'm like, ladies love Cool J, but also RC Love.
Yeah.
You know,
Ironically, the community gave me the love part.
what? That's
Yeah.
perfect.
RC was so shout out to Free K.
Hell yeah! Shout out Free K.
Yeah, I was so my grandfather named JC.
Okay.
And I remember I was young. I used to be like, when I turn 30, I'm gonna change my name to RC, my real name Ronald or whatever. So
Okay.
I was just going by Ronald C. Lee Jr. That's my government name.
Yeah.
That's how I published my books.
Oh, that's fun though.
I was speaking, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was like Ronald C. Lee Jr. with the suits. And,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, that was the thing. Like you can still Google, if you Google Ronald C. Lee Jr. now,
Yeah.
all that's gonna pop up. So I turned 30, I locked my hair, and I was like, I'm RC Lee. So I was performing under my whole name. And Free K was like, I know your name, you've built your name,
Right.
but it's kind of hard for me to introduce you. It's kind of long, you know?
Yeah.
You know? She like, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but have you ever thought about like shortening it in any type of way?
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I actually, was
Yeah.
thinking about doing this. So that's where it was just, I was going about RC Lee. But holding the meditative spaces and the community spaces, they started calling me like Bishop Love and Reverend Love and Brother Love and
Oh, that's fun.
Love. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all that.
fun.
And then I just was like
Bishop Buddy Love.
RC, exactly. A running joke.
Yeah.
And at that point I was just like, all right, RC Love. It just kind of like became
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that. Good old man. Good old Free. She's gave me some pointers on some things too. Free been around here for a minute, and
Yeah,
she's
man.
like, I can't wait to see the greater things that she's gonna do.
yeah,
just
for the next
'cause,
chapter.
man, she's on it, and
Yeah.
like the way her mind works. It's like the way mine works. I can't formulate it together. She's like, oh no, do this, and it's like, oh my god, how do you do that? How you do that? I can't do that. I can't do
Yeah.
that. I got all in my head. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's why we need to come together. I'm like, fuck yeah. All right, Free. Thank you. Yeah. It's in this community, in this poetry community especially, because I just talked to my friend today. She's a comedian, and the way she just strictly comedy, but I bring that to the fucking poetry scene just
you
just for
blend
the
that,
fact, yeah, because what's happening in comedy right now pisses me the hell off, and I don't like that people think that what they see right now is comedy,
Right.
and I'm like, this is not. I mean, okay, cool, go ahead and get your yucks in, enjoy what you liking right
Yeah.
now, but eventually this is gonna die down, and then
Facts.
people gonna see the buffoonery that is happening, and be like, damn, we fell for that. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
y'all fall for it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why the people that I do associate myself with, it everybody sees past that shit, and it's just like, oh, and it's such a good energy and a good vibe to be around, especially when I come around, you know, the community itself, the people that
Yeah.
I talk to, and it's
Yeah.
like, and then the pointers that y'all give, you know, I'll be stealing it. I'll be like, nigga, that's for me today. That's
For
like,
real.
even though we talking to them, nigga, that one is for me.
me,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take that one and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna meditate on that. Thank you. Yeah, it is helpful to be able to speak to people out here. Like, did you understand that this is the way your path was gonna go in life?
Nah.
Poetry and healing.
Nah. Hell no. Hell no. I was like, contrary to popular belief, I prefer to be behind the scenes. I don't and
Huh.
if you notice, I don't be around a lot.
You don't. That is true. That is true.
It's
but I
like-
always see you in front of the camera though, doing something.
And
You
it-
always see you always in something now.
And that's why I embraced it. But it'd be
Yeah.
like, in my real life, I'm really learning to get like having the camera set up and like, all right, I really got to document this. I really got to do
Yeah.
it. Because I'd rather not.
Right.
Yeah, I was always like that. So, but you know, like my mother, my grandmother, like everybody always would tell me young that I was different. I was like you've been here before you was born. You know what I'm saying? It's like you've been here before, that type of thing. So, you know, I always heard it, but it wasn't until you know, like after prison and everything, where I really like embraced it. Like even inside of prison, people would tell me like, "You ain't supposed to be in here."
Yeah,
bro. Like,
you don't rock like
you ain't,
everybody else.
You're not like,
Yeah,
how you get here? You know, what I'm literally, like how you get here? And so it was just me embracing
the
it
universe
more.
speaking to you right there.
Yeah, and then the internet, you know what I'm saying, and social media, where like being a personality has become a thing.
Yeah,
I just adapted to it.
yeah,
and that's why I say everything that I do, really much the people tell me to do it, told me to do it.
yeah.
Like even with poetry, my homie Kano, shout out to Kano, he make music down here, but he just used to be like, bro, you should like rap or do poetry or something. And I'm like, why you see like the way you talk, like you talk with a cadence, you got like a you know, and he like, and you got the story, he like, you got the story, you lived what these niggas portraying, you know what I'm saying? He like, you really lived it. So he like, man, you need to like tell it. And I was against it. I'm like, nah, I don't want to be a rapper, I'm not a poet, all that. And just people around me are always telling me like, you should do this, you should do it, and I listen to them. So
that's crazy. Because that's the world. Talk to you and be like, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to be like. Because in my head, I never knew that comedy or poetry was far out.
Facts.
Comedy was like, yeah, okay, I'm silly, but I didn't know I was gonna be a comedian. Until the pilot was like, hey, you ever thought about doing stand up? Like, no. I mean, I like, you know, making y'all laugh. It's fun.
Right, yeah.
And that's when, boom, that's when the flip switched. And the switch flipped. And I was like, oh, and that's when I got dawned the fucking entertainment bug.
And I think
my superpower came.
And I tell people too, that's why other people could see in you what you can't see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, it's like, I can't see that. You may have a vision for yourself and you can't see outside of that vision. Because it's like, this is who I see myself as.
Yeah.
Like, I am funny, I am entertaining, but I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
You know,
you're
like,
always just living in the moment.
Yeah.
That's just you.
And so when people around you could tell you and see it, be like, you should. You know, like,
your personality exudes it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help but to give that off when people come around.
Right.
That's so crazy.
And then it'll speak to you and be like, damn, I am kind of funny.
Right.
I
I'm that guy.
I am. And that's why when he told me, I'm like, damn, I do kind of be popping my shit when I be speaking. How, you know, like my lingo and everything. So I'm like, all right, let me see.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, but I used to write when I was young. I just never gave it like a title or a name, anything.
It's just like, this is just words that I need to get out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I went like,
you
I wish
use
I
it for
had these
anything?
journeys.
You didn't like get in a battle or nothing like that? You just was
No. It was like
writing and didn't call it anything. It wasn't a journaling. You wasn't.
I was a writer. I didn't know, like, hence 20 years later I done wrote a couple of books, and you know what I'm saying? I write,
crazy.
But I didn't really understand, you know, like understand how to cultivate my talent. Like that I didn't understand that was a talent or that was a skill.
Yeah.
It was just like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I just write like my frustrations and vent, and it was like, I ain't want to call it like a diary,
right?
You know, when I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my diary, but I did used to write, and it wasn't until like the healing, going through my healing journey, like getting back to my younger self, and I was like, man, when I was younger, I used to write.
Right.
When I was frustrated, I'd write.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd write my frustrations down. You know, when I was dreaming, I would dream on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I had to tap back into that because I had got away from it for so many years.
Yeah. I've never lost it. I've just beefed up the skills that I've always been like, I like doing this, and I'm going to continue to do this. Because back in the day, it was, you was like, why you do that? Why you talk like that? Why you act like that? Why are you so strange? You're not like everybody else. You're different. Yeah. And now people be like, yo, you different. Why you not this yet? And it's like, well, nigga, I'm trying. You know, I'm just living in this life. I don't see what y'all see. Yeah, y'all see this, nigga. I'm just living this. Yeah. So then this is just me, but everybody's like, oh, nigga, you something special. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm glad y'all see it. I asked you
then, like, from the transition of going from, like, I'm just naturally this.
Yeah.
To now it's like become a job in a sense. So it become a life, it's become a career, a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So how do you balance it from the going on stage to, like, this is who I am. This is a reflection of my character, but ultimately, like, this is an exaggerated version of I'm not always.
Well, that's funny that you say the exaggerated. Now, But whenever I tap into the person that's on stage, that's genuinely me.
Okay.
All of me. Like, because with the person I am at work is a shut off. I'm to
Understood.
myself unless we
Yeah.
cool. Then I open up, and then these motherfuckers can't stop laughing,
Right.
and I can't help but to make people laugh. It's just
What it is.
Yeah, that's how my brain works. So first thing that come to my head, blah, and it's like, nigga, that's it's stupid, son. Why are you so stupid? It's like, my bad. I understand. We under
never
pressure
thought
right
about
now,
it, yeah.
nigga. This is very dangerous. Nigga, we're working with electricity. Probably shouldn't be laughing like this, but you know. So it's like, yeah, all right. So I understand that when people see that, because from the first perspective, when people see me, they like, that nigga quiet, he look mean. What's wrong with him? And like,
Facts.
nothing. He just don't know you,
Yeah.
and he ain't gonna open up to you because but people don't. I understand it now as me as the conduit that I am. It's me preserving my energy because
Facts.
apparently I don't know how to contain it to myself yet. And I keep giving it to everybody. And when I get home, I'll be drained. And I'm like, nigga, why am I so tired?
Right.
And so that's more of the side that I'm learning now, the more spiritual side of myself, just for the fact that I'm realizing what this is, and you know, now I'm realizing what other people are already seeing, and now I'm trying to live in that moment now.
Facts.
Like, that is the next level for me. You know, that's the next step up. It's like, all right, I understood who this person was. I understood what this person does. Now I understand how to stay. Now I need to understand how to stay in this feeling. I have those little bouts that come in, and it's like, nigga, is this depression? I don't like this. I don't like this. Get away. Get out of here. And so I'm like, oh, that's a real thing that'll lurk in.
Right.
Like, I never just thought that depression was like, oh wow, how are people depressed? But then I on an ecstasy pill. After coming down off ecstasy pill, all that bullshit that's in there came down, woke up. I was like, oh, I don't like life right now. Nigga, I'm fine in the bank, but it feels like I have no money and I want to go harm something. This isn't a good feeling. I just woke up. This is the first thought in my head. I'm like, I don't like this. Is this what depression is? Look, I am miserable. It was just a hard, and I couldn't shake it. I couldn't shake it until like I just had to kind of lay there and sleep that shit off, and I'm there, keep telling myself that no, you good. You ain't spending all your money at the strip club last night. You just spent like half of it. Like, I mean, you got your check. It's cool. You know, you put some of it away because you frugal, so you understood. You know, but also you ain't eat the pussy last night. You just looked at it hard, and so you all right.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, okay, good decisions, bad decisions. But oh, nigga, I don't want to run through these decisions that I had in my head from last night. It is. I was like, wow. Then that was the last time I took ecstasy like that. I was like, nope, it's gonna be Molly from now on. It's gonna be don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, say no to the drugs.
Say no to the drugs. We need to bring the dare line back.
Something that you said that I want to speak on is about like depression and grief and anxiety and things, those things that we go through mentally that people may not see or people may not, you know, like I had to build a relationship with these emotions.
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people was like calling me crazy going through that healing process where it was like, nah, if I'm depressed, I need to sit in this and understand it.
Why it's here.
So I could understand like, why am I like this? Instead of like trying to avoid it and get away from this, like, why am I?
Right.
And then when I ask that question, now me sitting in it is like me processing it. Like, man, I'm depressed because I'm not happy about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about where I'm at. I'm not happy about how I'm living. I'm not happy about the decisions that I'm making for myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't happy about my circumstance. All these things, these thoughts are depressing. So now, what does depression look like for me?
What's the solution from here?
Exactly, from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could work through these things. So now I had to understand, like, I know what the difference between grief, depression, and stress look like. And I know how they show up. I know the signs. And I could see them now. But this from years of working on it, like really dealing with it. But I could see it like, now this grief.
That's like a trifecta that I've never thought about.
Yeah,
like,
they're different. We kind of package them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Together, like it's just, or we might not know the difference. Like, you feeling like you're really grieving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grieving the evolution of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Of who I was.
Right.
You know, like I was this person for 20 years. Yeah, I've grown. I'm happy. I'm proud about myself growing. But like, it was a lot of fun that came with this.
It was.
Yeah,
It was so much
you know
fun.
what I mean? It was so much fun when
It's
I
so
was
much fun it came
ignorant.
with
You know
this
what I'm
fucking-
saying? Yeah.
This dark drama. That's in my past. It was nothing but danger back there. A lot of fun danger,
Fun,
though.
you know what
Fun
I'm saying?
danger.
So
Oh,
it's
I love how to
like-
put myself in stupid situations.
Built good relationships, great memories, great times.
Yeah.
Everything wasn't dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a lot of great that came out of that too. So when we package it all up, it's hard for us to really like, because we compartmentalize everything. So I had to really sit down and understand that, like, even when if I'm depressed, I'm like, I could tell if I'm by my cravings, like what I'm
Yes,
eating, like
yeah.
me being conscious of my diet.
Yes.
If I'm craving like cookies and cakes and shit, you know what I'm saying?
That press food.
Yeah,
That's like, I
exactly.
just
You know,
wanna-
that comfort, right?
Yes, the
You feel me?
comfort.
So I've gotten to a point now where like I can even go for my cravings, but it took some time. I had to catch it. Like, damn, I've been eating snacks every
Yeah.
night for the last
Yeah, what's
week.
wrong? What
Yeah.
am I going through?
right. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? Then I think about it. So it's like muscle memory. Like it just takes time, like working anything else, like performing, whatever it is. Like you just got to keep on doing it
Yeah.
to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? To be more aware. And
What's had me in a tizzy lately is mortality, life, and just me being, past a certain age now, in my 40s, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh shit, all right, we're up there. But I just recently had a gig for an 80-year-old's birthday party.
and then push it in perspective.
Oh, did it? I'm like, because nigga, I've lived 40 years already.
Yeah.
And nigga, this person has doubled my lifetime. And nigga, she came in like she came in on a skateboard. I'm like, bitch, look at these ankles. What are we doing? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
You just floated in here like this?
Right.
Oh
Just
my
glided
God. 80 where? Where
Yeah.
was it at? I didn't see 80 at all. Nigga, she was so happy and spry and shit. I was like, bitch, you can line dance and electric slide as you felt like it. I was like, that gives me hope.
Yeah.
This is legacy right here.
Fact.
Because I'm like, wow. Okay, like I don't like, and then at her age, I work with people that's 10 years younger.
They can't.
Oh my God, they ain't even. It's like, Jesus, you've had so many heart attacks. I'm going through this. They
Yeah.
limping every morning and
Yeah.
shit. It's like, but no, this lady here, 80 years old, came in here like she was jumping for joy. I was like, she could double dutch it. She felt like, and I'm like, this is something to look forward to. So now I'm like, 40 years is a long time.
Facts.
I can look for 40 more. You
Facts.
know, I got
Facts.
so much time to do shit.
And if you start, like, well, I'm gonna say if you start, because I know you doing it, I know you conscious of how you live.
Yeah.
But that's what gets you there when you 80, to when you conscious of it.
Yeah.
Like with me working out and shit, it's like it is to get fit, it is to look good. I ain't gonna lie, like it's like a
It's fun looking good.
for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, of course, but it's also like when I'm 20 years from now, and I've been having these healthy habits. Now you can see them more. Like you said, I'm my posture is upright.
Yeah.
My wrist still strong. You know what I'm saying? Like my ankles, said the ankles, like yeah,
Them ankles. Yo,
yeah.
boy, I was like, because nowadays you got to be careful. You
Yeah.
see all these videos on Instagram and shit, motherfuckers jumping off that last
Oh
step.
yeah.
And
You're talking
they
about-
be dead. I'm like, how y'all know my knees that bad?
Looking
And it's
back
like,
next
okay, yeah, but you got the knees over toes guy, and it's like, oh, as we evolve, we've learned how to take care of these situations to where we don't end up like this no
Yeah,
more. Now I'm
yeah.
doing these practices to where, nigga, I had in the beginning, like I was a cheerleader for a long time, so partner stunting and tumbling
Yeah.
fucked my shoulders up. So when I got older, I had shoulder bursitis, and I
Right.
didn't know what the fuck to do. But looking at the internet and seeing that people have dealt with this and the things that they've done
This how
without
they
having to
overcome
get
it,
a
yeah.
fucking shot,
Right.
I'm like, oh hell yeah! And now I don't. I mean, sometimes depending on if it's
Yeah.
about to be cold or not,
You can feel
it'll
it, yeah.
act up, but it don't act up as bad to where this shit used to wake me up at night.
Mm.
To where I'm like, I ain't never felt pain like, besides a toothache, nigga,
Yeah.
I ain't never felt pain in my body like that. To where I'm like, no, nigga, hell no. This what is going on?
Yeah.
You know, not just being relaxed and not doing the motions that I used to that got my shoulders to that strength and all that being worn out. I'm like, oh, I need to get back into stretching this just so things are
right, yeah.
go back to normal, you know.
Build it
life
up, build
life
up.
lessons.
For sure.
Painful.
And you say you 40, I'm 35, so you feel it, them knees, man, they don't work the same. They ain't the same.
I'll
I'll
I
be
get
like-
nervous around stairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many?
I've been my recovery. I be telling people like I can still hang, but I don't know how. I'm not gonna recover the same.
no,
I ain't recovering the same.
We ain't got no hyperbolics out here.
Yeah, no, yeah. I can't drink all night with you and then get up and then. You know how we used to. drink all night,
Yeah.
party, and then go straight to work.
Straight to work the next.
Don't even
no,
go no sleep.
no
nothing.
sleep. No.
Yeah, oh, no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
That's gonna throw me off
I
for
know
a
what a
week.
cramp feel like from being dehydrated. I've had my fingers lock up. I've had on my entire hand make a fist be like, oh, nigga, you ain't got no water in your body. You're like, oh, no. It's like, you in thinking pose, nigga? No, I'm locked up, son. Help me out. Give me a
some
banana or
electrolytes,
something. Yeah, nigga, give me
Some
a Pedialyte.
potassium.
Yeah, I just struggling. Oh, those are those days. It's like, no, I don't want that, nigga. I know how to avoid that now. That's being an old age. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, yeah. If I go out, depending on where I'm going and depending on the type of night it's gonna be, it's one drink a night and it's a cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm on cocktails now. Nigga,
Yeah,
I haven't done away.
shots.
I used to be heavy on IPAs and beers.
Yeah.
That used to be my thing. Yeah, I still fucks with like a Voodoo Ranger or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll get in there. Or if I go back home, I'll give me an Andy Gator.
You still
or,
gonna get your,
I gotta be careful with those, man. Because sometimes I give me a Barney and that's an Andy Gator and a Purple Haze mixed together.
Yeah.
Oh, just a great combination. But the Andy Gator is already 9%, and then you put another beer on top of that. It's like, nigga, what are we doing? Like I said, nigga, I'm too small. I got a little bit of kidney. You know, I can't take all that alcohol. So I gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You walk into the wrong area, and then I can get snatched up. You know. You know, I gotta be wary around here. If I ain't got my wits about me, nigga, fucking traffic my ass quickly. Like, oh shit, hold on, where am I? Nigga, I got work in the morning, bitch. I can't be in the back of this van, bitch. Bring me home.
Going to the warehouse.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm 41, nigga. I got bills to take care of. What you
People
doing?
depending on me.
Right, nigga. You can't just trap me.
They
You can't
count on me.
kidnap me right
Relying
now.
on me. Yeah.
Bitch, I am not that young. Bring me home, man. I can do your taxes, my nigga. What are we doing?
Bro, I can help. I can be an ass.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
got you. Shit, if you need a green card, I know some people that need to get married. So hey,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
And then you get love on top. Maybe not love. They probably ain't gonna love you, but still, I know
You'll
some
be a
people that's looking
citizen.
for a come up. Right?
Yeah. Everybody looking for, we connect the dots. Everybody looking for a come up right now.
We out here to help each other. Oh yeah, but you know the fucking. I like how I get to learn things in life now. Like the wisdom and the knowledge that I get now is not coming from having to open up a book. It's coming from other people that have already been through something. And I'm like, oh, this is better because you've already been through it. And so now you can be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, okay, because you know what's gonna happen. Yeah. And I think that is like the better knowledge to take in. I mean, also, you know, book learning is cool. But I always tell people, especially in the construction field, yeah, you can know all them books all you want. But until you get out in the field and you put your hand on some shit, you ain't gonna know what the fuck you doing. Yeah.
How to troubleshoot or how to cut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those wisdom,
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know some that I don't think we pay attention to, but it's always been the oral text and a written text. And the oral text is like being passed down. That's like our recipes.
Yeah.
The only way you're gonna know how to make the macaroni like grandma make it or auntie make it, like you gotta be in the kitchen. And then you can't ask too many questions.
Nah, just listen.
You gotta listen.
Yeah.
And you gotta be around.
Yeah.
And then you might ask, like, why you put the pinch of that in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that you just put in? But it come from being around, like the experience. So that's how the oral usually is passed down. Like everybody ain't always had access to like the written text.
Right.
You know what
every
I'm saying?
every time she made that pot of beans, it's always a little bit different.
Yeah.
Always just a little bit of pinch of this, little bit. You can go ahead and write the ingredients down, but it ain't never gonna be made with the love like grandma made it.
Exactly.
You know, that's
yeah. So
miss them beans.
And that's how I always equate that to like our oral text that we pass down through our generation, that we know like those stories about our family and things like that. That's not really written. That's not documented. You gotta be in the presence of
sitting
people.
around that campfire.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. And that's what we do as the community. We able, like you said, able to be around each other and listen to your life experience and be like, damn, okay, like, so you wrote a book when?
Yeah.
Like, how did that go? And then they could tell you like, oh, if I was to do it right now, because now I learned.
Right.
I
you got the knowledge
7-8 years ago. Like, so I'm like, if I would do it right now, I'd do these things. This is why I missed out on $10,000 because I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know that. Like I tell people all the time, like, you don't even really need a product anymore right now. You just need a mock-up of it. And you could do the pre-sales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now you got fucking 3D printing and you can I've been thinking about
Yeah.
going down that route for a long time. Be like,
Yeah.
I could definitely come up with a concept for something and then 3D print that motherfucker and be like, hey, look what I made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then now it's pre-sales, and then because a lot of times, especially as artists, try to figure out like how to monetize our brands and how to monetize the business.
Right.
I always got merch, books, hats. You know what I'm saying? I always
Yeah.
got that for sale, but that's like the hustle in me from when I was young. I used
Right.
to be selling weed. I'm
Yeah.
middleman, and I'm going. They got 2 for $5s over here. I'm going to buy $10, spending $10, getting
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
and then taking them to school
The hustle.
and selling them 5 for each. You know what I'm saying? Doubling my money up and take my price. You know what I'm saying? And do this every day. So it's like I see it, and when I was younger in my entrepreneurial thing, I thought I needed all the money up front to start. Like,
Right.
I want to get 100 hoodies. That means I need to have the money for 100 hoodies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, like I got 10 people that I could call or that I could reach out to that'll give me their money
Yeah.
with the promise that they're going to get a product.
Right.
Because they support me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I had these ready by, they like, okay, just let me know when it's ready.
Yeah.
And then that's when I figured out like the pre-sales. So like, all right, boom. So now I got 10 people that just gave me $100. I got $1,000.
Yeah.
I can go get a full inventory now. And then now I got an inventory. I get them they 10 items and just say in this inventory I got 40 more items now. Now there go my profit.
Oh.
So I ain't have to spend none of my money up front. But that took me years of like
Yeah.
to figure out. You know
Trial
what I'm
and error.
saying?
Yeah.
But you tell like you just like, oh fuck. That's years of knowledge how just was
Right.
passed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I ain't know that right off back. So if it's like you'd be like, damn, that makes sense. I
You
know.
always put me on game, nigga. I was like, oh, that's what I wasn't doing. Oh shit, nigga. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's how this podcast came to be what it is now. Like this is just years of other people being like, hey, nah, this is what I use for this. This is what I
Right.
use for my audio. This is what I use for my camera. This is how I use this. This is the lens that I use. And then just picking that up, nigga, this is my Frankenstein podcast.
Right,
basically.
yeah.
Because it didn't start off like
Exactly.
this. No, this just started off terrible. Nigga, I had a fucking Omni mic and a big ass laptop that didn't fit anything. It was like a little bitty TV. It was like, nigga, where you going with that? I was nowhere. I'm just trying to do some shit. Nigga, I would set it up, nigga, you would catch all the fucking sounds. And I was like, oh, this is terrible. You know, I would get in there, edit it, and try to fucking block it out. And it's like, all right, you know, it's the beginning of shit. And then fucking when the camera came, people was like, all right, but I knew that once the camera came, I was like, nah, I prefer quality,
Right.
you know, over certain things. So I made sure that once the camera came, I was already up to a certain standard that I cared for.
Yeah.
That I'm like, all right, because I ain't just coming out here mediocre. Because I did a lot of camera work in the beginning to where I would do 30-minute episodes and shit. Like, I've done this before, but it just wasn't to this caliber, and it was more
yeah.
tedious
Yeah.
to do what I did. But
Yeah.
now it's a lot more simpler. Like the quality of what I have is
Yeah,
better
it
just
is.
because I've learned over time. This is my second camera. Like the first one that I had, I thought I was doing some shit. I was like, yeah, and
you
it
up,
would
yeah.
fucking conk out 30 minutes later, and I'm like, damn. But now technology has upgraded
Right.
where I can just boom, come some shit, set some shit up, got my batteries, and I can beef this up even more. Like from learning from other motherfuckers that do the same thing,
Yeah.
I can beef my setup even more to where I got like a if you play games, you know, like I got
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
fucking one of those bulk builds.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for to where I just set things up and not have to worry about no power from
Facts.
anything.
Facts.
You know, fucking guerrilla style, running and gunning.
Right.
And so that's the excitement of over time.
Evolving,
Yeah.
And we appreciate it more. Like that's when you really appreciate like how you were just passionate about telling that story.
Yeah,
like,
I was.
Yeah,
I
like
was.
You
It felt
like,
good.
Yeah, you appreciate like, nah, nigga, I ain't starting like this. I had
Yeah,
boom,
no. No,
with
this
the
came a
big
long way.
laptop, nigga, carrying it everywhere.
That bit was big,
Audio,
so-
yeah, like, but it's like you stay doing, you stay consistent, and it continuously grown. So, like I'm like a systems type of person where I like. That's why I looked. I'm like, so all the sound coming right here. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
waiting on you
yeah.
to pull a computer out and shit
Nah.
with the interface and everything.
No.
So
I
I was
mean, I
gonna
do have
ask,
to
I
set
ain't gonna-
things up, but no, this is
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm like. Okay, so
that
what is
right
this?
there is my baby. This right here is what's gotten because I've had other systems like Zooms and shit to where I'm like, okay, they cool, they was expensive, but this thing is probably like $120. It's probably like $120 for this thing right now. There's bigger versions of this, but this right here to see what I'm doing
To do what you're doing,
with
yeah.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've had this thing for years now, and it is. There's certain shit that I got to be careful with it. It'll fuck up. That's why I have all these other backups and shit
Yeah.
just in case,
Yeah.
because I know some shit be fucking up. But I mean, up until now, I'm like, all right, I understand what to do with this,
Yeah.
you know, and how to use it. And the reason why these are lit up is because, nigga, I was, for the longest time, there was a whistle in these when I would hear it. Other people might not hear it, but when I
can
would
hear
do it
it,
by
yeah.
myself, I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? And so I Googled it, and it took me a minute to fucking find it. And it was like, yeah, man, air comes through these little ports.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker, you serious?
Mm.
The littlest shit. And then boop, boop, turn it off, nigga.
Then clear.
I'm like, get the...
Yeah.
Yo, years of doing this is
And
the
not
littlest.
knowing that.
Oh my god!
Just turn it
Just
off,
put
right.
it on mute, mother.
Mute it.
It's like, all right, now it's a thing. Now it's something that's part of the repertoire that has to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, well,
Okay.
you know, it's fun to learn that though. It's fun when they come around, and you see. The headphones, when I say things drown out, there's so many people that comes through these stairs, and the stairs shake and everything.
Right.
But
We
you
don't
know,
even hear it.
once we, yeah,
You don't even hear it.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
kind of zone out, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Lost in the
oh, we
conversation.
are in.
That's
we
how
are
I've
in
been steady
public.
looking. Every now and then I look
Yeah.
over like, damn, it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
people walking past.
Yeah.
Like
And they'll
right
stop.
now.
There's some people that stop. I've had a few times people come in and be like, "Hey, y'all, what are y'all doing?" And be like, "Man, you see what we doing?"
Exactly.
You know. But other
Exactly.
people was just they from afar. They be like, "Oh my god." People podcasting in the wild. It is weird. It is weird from time to time. But we, you know, and then when people see and they can hear, they're like, "Oh, they're talking about us." Oh my god! They'll stop and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey,"
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, there's no NDAs over here, so bitch, your face ain't gonna get blurted out, nigga. If you come on this fucking, unless you're a child, I don't do that. But other than that, and if you're grown,
gonna be on that.
that's it. You got me. I gotta do too much editing, sir. No, thank you.
Mhm.
Oh man, this is it is great. Where do you want to see yourself in the future? Like I guess another 10 years from now, because you those decades, man, things change.
Yeah. Yeah. Like international.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's what I'm working on now. Like I'm working
Yeah.
on building the infrastructure so that I can make everything passive.
Same.
So I don't necessarily just
I'm
have
trying
to.
to do that as well.
Yeah, so that's why I'm at like figuring that out and laying the groundwork to have that, so where
Yeah.
I could just have the freedom to be able to explore
Yeah.
like the whole all four corners of the world.
Oh.
Because everything I do, I'm like I could do everything I do anywhere.
Yes, exactly. And people love it.
Yeah, they'll love it more.
Yeah.
Somewhat across, yeah.
Especially other places. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what you was doing out. Oh, we love that out here. Come do that even
you know,
more out here.
Yeah. So that's that like and just really just taking my message, like I said, just going international, like taking that and spreading it. I'm real big on like just peace and love. Like I really had to fight for my peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to fight to get this level of love that I have for myself now in this chapter. So I just want to spread that. And,
Fuck yeah.
And live free, like live outside of the I never been a play by the rules type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always been rebellious. That's how I got locked up young and shit. Like just I was rebellious. I just didn't have no calls.
Yeah.
The energy was there. The energy was
No
right.
calls
I
is-
just ain't had no calls.
That's
You
exactly
know
what
what I'm
the
saying?
youth youngin' is like.
Yeah,
That's
I ain't
what
had-
youthin' is like.
Right.
We just out here.
None. I'm just
Rumble
freestyling.
without that cause. Nigga. I'm
Yeah.
gonna definitely vandalize some shit because it's fun to me, and it's nice to see other people's faces when you're like, you got to fix this now.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
But-
fucking no cause, boy. But now it's everything
I
has
got
a cause to
I got
it.
a purpose.
Oh.
So that's just getting really
Yeah.
just experiencing more like the world, taking my kids. They getting my daughter 8, my son 6. So 10 years from now, you know, they 16, 18.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like now I'm really like
Yeah. Now they're adults more closer.
coming into
Yeah.
So our dynamic, our relationship different. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm not parenting so much, I'm just more or less
Right.
guiding at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a teaching lesson now. We're like, nah, the do's and don'ts of life.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
teaching now. I'm really putting the foundation in.
Yeah.
This is how you speak. This whole, you know, and still,
Right.
but at that point, they'd be like making their own decisions and having their
Yeah.
own minds and their own styles and personalities and
Oh, the excitement part of childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So That's what I'm looking for to be the next 10 years. Like to have that freedom to just be able to travel around the world, stay here for a couple months, stay here for a couple months, stay here for a year.
Yeah.
Come back to the States for the summer for a year or something. You know what I'm saying? Go back, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
That's
the goal.
it seems it in my head it seems so unfeasible to like it's just a feat that is difficult to reach, but then you see motherfuckers that just rock climb for a living, do Rubik's Cube, and it's like, God damn it, nigga, Rubik's Cube is on TV and bitch, I am not. Like, hold on.
Just gotta think hard,
There's places for everybody out here. You know, I definitely, pickleball is a sport on ESPN now, and it's like, nah, there's room for people like us.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I just can't wait till that door opens, because when it does, people be like, oh, have y'all been doing this? Like, why y'all so good at this? Oh my God.
Right. Yeah, that's why I would say like the revolution is only rewarded to the participants.
I like that.
So if you're not a participant, you're not gonna be a part of the revolution. And right now it's a revolution happening.
Yeah.
And like if you're not doing what we're doing, you're not documenting yourself, you're not writing yourself in history. No. Because when we study history, we study it from the lenses of artists.
Yeah.
Artists. You know what I'm saying? Like you when you look at Richard Pryor, like comics, you look at his comedy sets, he was talking about what was happening, and he creatively did it and made it funny, the personality, all those things. But he spoke about the climate of the world at that time from his perspective.
From this right here, we're being part of history.
Literally. It's documenting like somebody 80 years from now be on some search engine, Houston 2026.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this shit pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, because it's published, it's documented. You know what I'm saying? So we really, like, when they study history, when they study Houston in the 20s, the 2020s, who was putting in work? Who was the creatives? Who was the designers?
Yeah.
You watch videos, that was a videographer. You look at photos, it was a photographer that had that eye.
Yeah.
You listening to a poem, you reading a poem, you seeing a poem, you seeing a production, that was an artist. It was artists collaborating to create that. Yeah. So the artists are what we tell the history. So ultimately, like, and keep creating, putting it in the world, putting it out. Like, that's how you become, like, how I look at it, you become immortal.
Yes.
You immortalize yourself through your art.
Yeah. I got a poem to where the last line is like, I will never be forgotten because I'll forever be your memory. To where I'm always gonna be. Yeah. And it'll be passed on, like the legend of the Maniacal Menace. Hell yeah. There's no other names out there like that right now. So it's just like, all right, we rocking with some shit.
Facts.
Fuck yeah. All right, well, before I get out of here, I like to go ahead and play a game with everybody, and just to break up the monotony of everything. It's a game of choices.
Okay.
All right, you basically got 4 options and 4 choices. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so
production.
we got 4 options and 4 choices. All right, so basically, your options are: you got to be one, you got to raise one, you got to sell one, and you got to have relations with the other one.
You got to be one
of them, raise one of them, sell one of them, and then relations with the other one.
Okay.
All right, and your choices are a mermaid, a mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee. And what's a mogwai?
Yeah.
Gizmo from Gremlins. You remember Gremlins?
Yeah.
Remember Gizmo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mogwai.
Okay.
And a manatee is the little sea cows from Florida that were kind of going endangered, and not people thought they were mermaids at one point.
And then what's the other one?
A mermaid and a Mexican.
A Mexican.
Yeah. Be one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one. Mermaid, mogwai, Mexican, manatee.
Okay. I think I would be a Mexican.
Okay.
Having relations with a mermaid.
All right, that's fine.
I'm selling the mogwai.
Okay.
And
you gonna raise the manatee?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, man, you got, you
I'm
you
fucking on
helping
a
out the culture.
mermaid, and I got the
Yeah.
manatee and the
Right.
Yeah.
And that's her pet basically.
Yeah.
And it's like a dog, and y'all bringing the endangered and saving the manatees for the mangrove. I love it. That works perfectly. That's a safer route. That's
Is it a safe route?
That's a safe
That's the
route.
safest route?
Yeah. Some people end up selling the Mexican, or end up being a mermaid, fucking with a magua. And it's like, yo, you can't do that. If you get it wet, you know what's gonna happen. Then you feeding it after midnight, and things get squirrely.
Yeah.
Things get squirrely.
Yeah. But that is a wild. I was like, I didn't know where you was going with that.
Yeah. Everybody, you know what? It's so crazy because everybody has their own fingerprint when it comes to that. And I've been doing this ever since I started this. And so, yeah. Yeah, everybody has their own little take on it, and then some people expound on it and be like, "Yeah, there, I could be a mermaid, a Mexican mermaid cooking flautas underwater." And it's like, "Yo,
That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
It's amazing. I love it." Okay, under the sea love.
Man,
Okay.
for sure.
Well, oh man, before we get out of here, I have these same shoes. It's crazy. I didn't wear them today. Let everybody know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram, rc.love. I believe TikTok is the same. Facebook, Ronald C. Lee Jr., my whole name. YouTube.
Fucking Facebook, the bold hits.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to figure out how to really monetize Facebook. I've been getting checks every month, like $18, $19. I need to figure out how to like.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm learning. I've been actively figuring out Facebook so I can.
I try to figure it out too. They're like, nigga, you missing a step. I'm like, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. So but on that, and then just contact me, reach out to me. You know, I'm super cool. Houston, the community, catch me outside, talk.
Definitely.
Let's vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about building, collaborating, and so just connect with me, lock in with me, and follow me.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Y'all know what this has been. This has been Tell Me a Joke, the guy on that chasing the dream. I've been your host, Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. Has a tongue twisted at the end. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. Woohoo! Oh, yeah.